Hello everyone, welcome back to Simulated Heaven, and as you can see from the screen, in this video I want to talk about Medieval Engineers. Medieval Engineers is a game I bought a long time ago and enjoyed it rather a lot for quite a long time, and then all of a sudden the developers of the game, Keen Software, they had basically decided that they were going to push out the final version of the game. It was in early access. They pushed out a release version and said the game is finished and that they're not going to work on it anymore. I can understand why they did that. Basically, they had split their development team into two groups. One was working on space engineers, one was working on medieval engineers, but they were using the same engine, so the idea was to share between them. But I think in the end they found out that it was taken away from the main game, space engineers, and they kind of had to refocus. They were probably not earning as much money and stuff like that, and they wanted to refocus. I can see that, so I can understand why they did what they did, but a lot of people weren't happy. Now, very recently, well, actually, it's not that recently, it's from April, they then have announced a community edition. So there's a group of developers that have basically agreed like to take on the mantle of this game and improve it. They aren't really going to add major gameplay changes, but just work on some bugs and improve the game incrementally. So this is actually a really good thing for anyone that likes the game and wants to carry on playing the game. It means that with the community edition, it will make sure the game is playable and up to date and, moving forward, which is good. How do you install Medieval Engineers? Well, all you have to do is find the game in your Steam library, right click on it and go to Properties, go to Betas, and then you can see if you look at all of the list of the betas, and actually it's kind of cool that they have a lot of options here for things that you can choose. But you see here we got the community edition here, and when you click on that, then it will basically allow you to use the community edition. So it's very easy for you to install, which is great. Now, there is an interesting kind of side to this, because the game is still on sale. So this is where it's kind of slightly different from other games. Usually this kind of thing has happened in the past with older games that they're so old, the source code is released, and then a team of volunteers will basically take over and carry on working on the game, right? But the fact this game is still for sale, and there's a possibility that Keen Software might be earning money. Now they've actually said if they start earning more than the cost to them, that they will start to use the extra money to support the community edition of Medieval Engineers. They said something like that they might set up a support network or that kind of thing. But we are basically relying on them, to be honest, because only they're the ones that know how many copies of this game they are selling and things like that. So it's interesting, but the people from the team of developers that is taking over the game and doing the community edition, they are very adamant that they think that nothing untoward is happening. They're more than happy with everything. But I do see the other side of it, where Keen have basically only released the source code to this one team of developers that are basically working on the game for free, but yet they're still selling the game. Really what they should have done is that released the source code for everyone out in the open, right? And maybe that would have made people a bit happier. Anyway, it's not a perfect situation, but it's quite interesting, and for the people that already bought the game, at least it means that the game is being worked on and the game is playable. I will be really interested to find out what you think about this community edition and whether you think it's a good thing or a bad thing. You can leave a comment in the comment section below. So thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one. And I might actually get some videos out on the channel about this game, who knows.